hour 40 minutes into today's spacewalk, a view of Peggy Whitson with one of the 3 adapter plates launched to the station back in December on the Japanese HTV cargo craft. This adapter plate again will be installed in one of the slots on the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the S4 trusses solar arrays.
Yes, you are. And before you do that, if you could give me a glove inspection and hub check.
Right glove looks good. Left glove looks good. Right hand.
Copy, good words. You're clear to ingress the APFR. Once you do that, you will store the ingress aid, and we'll check that all the tires are clear of the IEA, and then I will ask you to do IEA inspection. I will ask you for specific words.
Alright, I got my local down.
Keep an eye on my AP if y'all know what
I will. And I'll be sure I don't hit the radiator behind me. And I'll get up here. It'll work nicely. Alright. I see no tethers in there. I kind of move my local one more closer, just give a little more flexibility.
Okay.
And we're coming up on a handover, guys.
Get my visor down.
I think they're going to have us do tethers and paint, check for
I'm
fog.
checking on here already on the plate. I don't see any fog. I'm checking the backside and the connectors. All that.
Okay. New tethers.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour 43 minutes into today's spacewalk by Shane Kimbrough and Peggy Whitson. Adapter plates upon which old nickel hydrogen batteries will be mounted, and which will have data and power cables attached to new lithium-ion batteries are in the process of being installed on the integrated electronics assembly at the base of solar arrays on the S4 truss of the International Space Station. Shane Kimbrough in the process of inspecting bolt interfaces on the integrated electronics assembly and connectors to make sure that there's no debris that would prevent a clean connection for the installation of these adapter plates that will be bolted in place into their available slots.
At this point, we are going to verify that AP alpha line main connectors oriented to ISS outboard once you pass it on to EV1 for Peggy.
I need to get it off the VRT.
Yep. Yeah, let's do that.
And for Peggy, we recommend a red swap at this point.
Okay.
Just to lend a bit of context here, if you look at the top chart, the initial configuration that we began today's spacewalk in, if you look on the top right where it says 3A IEA, that's the Integrated Electronics Assembly, the first adapter plate is being installed in the middle row in the purple box that is empty at the moment, slot 6, and the old nickel hydrogen battery in slot 4 adjacent to it will then be removed and placed on top of the adapter plate on slot 6. Another adapter plate will be installed in what then will be an empty slot 4, and the other nickel hydrogen battery in slot 2 will be moved over on top of the adapter plate on slot 4. A third adapter plate will be installed in slot on this orbital shell game of batteries and adapter plates that continues to play out in today's spacewalk by Shane Kimbrough and Peggy Whitson.
It's soft right now, Peggy.
Okay, great. I'm coming with the team.
We're through the soft side, we're correct.
Affirmative.
Flying into an orbital sunrise over Ontario, Shane Kimbrough using a pistol grip tool to bolt the first of the 3 adapter plates. This is adapter plate Alpha into slot 6 on the Integrated Electronics Assembly at the base of the solar arrays on the S4 truss of the complex. This view from the helmet camera of Shane Kimbrough in the third spacewalk of his career. He will be outside the space station again a week from today with European Space Agency astronaut Thomas Pesquet to conduct essentially the same work he is performing today with Peggy Whitson, but on the other side of the Integrated Electronics Assembly on the 1A power channel side.
What do you think it's driving there? I'm not sure it is.
I don't think it is.
Hold on.
Need a PTT, and you can try to reseat it again.
Okay.
Okay, I have the PTT.
Thank you.
And Shane and Peggy, those are good actions you guys are taking. For Shane, it requires about 10 pounds of force to install it, and so it could be that it was just a little too soft on the first attempt.
Okay. It looks further away now than it was last time.
Yeah, we can see it right.
The height closest to your corner closest to your feet looks high to me. To the other.
It's just a soft back, kind of catching it in the middle. And then back. Wobble. It's caught in the middle. I think that's where the soft back is. No, I'm not. Keep shut. I have PGT.
level it up.
You good?
There.
Look all right?
That looks better.
Okay. So one line flush.
I see one line flush.
It's pressure on it.
And if you want to do those words, that's perfect.
Got a green light. Let me get you the numbers for you.
Unless you re-zero the turns may not be on.
Yeah. There's about 19 of those, or 16, sorry. 9.2 on the torques. Under not right. Well, we had a green light. No, it's not.
Copy green line 9.2.
Next is H1.
I want to do a fit check.
Here. Pretty. Hey, Wilson.
And good words from
Reach in the
Now let me go back and do these sketches some more.
okay.
Thank you. There we go.
Straight. Alright, so
Right. Can you turn it 90 degrees from where you are now?
yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Leave that.
Okay.
L'attesa è finita! Vai su infinitytv.it.
Can you get it all the way down to the line?
This way.
Okay.
And Shane, yes, we have a good view of your helmet cam, and I'm waiting for words.
That might do it, but it's still pretty close. Is that almost down to one line? Can you tell that?
No, you've got two lines showing.
And we should have two lines on H1, so that those are actually good. It's a good check. We have two lines, and only one line is flush.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty sure about that.
we're half an inch short.
Don, can you get over there towards the thing and maybe try to wiggle it? Or
Yeah, let me see.
I don't have much reach.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to move my local. Stand by.
I'll leave now, I'll let you push it in. It's catching up something, isn't
Yeah. If I get my arm around it. Let me see.
Kimbrough and Whitson working together to secure the proper alignment of the pistol grip tool so that they can continue to drive these two bolts for the first of 3 adapter plates that are being installed in the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the S4 truss of the International Space Station.
Did it go in?
No, still short.
Well, it felt like it's...
You push the PTT around. Yeah.
This way. There we go.
Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, now.
So,
Let me see if we think we can. Think we're going to get any closer to structure here?
that's right. I can't see between the wall and Okay.
You hang on to it for just a second. Okay, yeah, we can go.
And Shannon, Peggy, remember...
Okay, it's good.
Sorry guys, I just wanted to remind you that the PGT is going to drive into the bolt, so it will move downwards. So make sure that we have not only that the PGT went in with one line flush, but also that it will be able to move downwards.
It's going to be able to. It's good. You see in my helmet cam, it's clear.
Very good. At this point, since you confirmed 2 lines and 1 is flush, you can drive 4 to 4.5 turns to torque, and the setting is the same, Alpha 7 clockwise too.
Okay, Alpha 7 clockwise to spring with
I see it.
the sleep.
Again? No, hang on while I go on and hold it. Here, let me hold this part. Okay. You hold, I'll twist.
Sounds good. Yeah, turn it on and off. Or somebody, it turned off. That's what it was.
Yeah. I need the cal. I got the cal so you don't make
That's alright, I gotta come out. Get it back.
Okay. Cal here.
Alright, Cal pass, going back to motor, going clockwise 2.
Good numbers, Shane.
Got it.
Okay, you got 1 line flush.
Yep,
Alright,
and
no,
one
you got
visible.
2. I got 1 visible, 1 line flush, yeah.
Correct. Alright, here we go.
You go, and I'm going to watch the sidewall here.
1.
It's good.
Alright.
Excellent.
Port 9.2, green light, 4.7 turns.
9.2, 4.7, green light. Copy. Good job, guys. Thank you. Shane, you're going to release your
Ready
red.
to take it back. You have it, Peg?
I have it.
Okay. I'll get the red on. I have my red back.
This is Mission Control Houston as we approach the 2-hour mark into today's spacewalk. The first of the 3 adapter plates being installed in the integrated electronics assembly for the 3A power channel on the station has now been bolted into place. A short time from now, Peggy Whitson will be mating the data link cable on this adapter plate to the adjacent lithium-ion battery in its slot on the IEA, as it is called. The new lithium-ion battery, once that cable is hooked up, should be receiving power, and an aliveness test, if you will be performed. The electrical systems officer here in Mission Control will confirm that the battery is up and running and ready to be activated and checked out.
Look at it. The 5. It trends. Get MI band.
Okay. This side. Straight, good pin, no fog. And I don't have any MI band on this one.
And copy. Good words for you guys. Now you're
I
gonna
don't think there's one on here.
swap those 2. You will pass the AP connector to EV2, and we'll receive the cap from EV2, and then the connector goes on to the AP. So connector cap goes to J4, and for Peggy, you will receive the connector, and you will install the cable onto the adjacent lithium-ion battery. If you require to clear AP worksite, you will twist the cable no more than 1 twist, and avoid a bend radius less than 5 inches.
Delta. And again, your pin, sitting in my band.
J4 cap is connected.
This view from the helmet camera, Peggy Whitson about to mate the data link cable from the newly installed adapter plate in the integrated electronics assembly to the correct power port on one of the new lithium-ion batteries transferred robotically from the HTV external pallet to the integrated electronics assembly a few days ago.
After you are done installing the connector cap onto J4, you can give me a ground inspection and a hub check.
Okay, EV1 gloves look good, no change, dry hub.
Copy, thanks.
Gonna get it over center. Find
And Shane, after you are done installing the connector cap onto J4, you can give me a ground inspection and a hub check.
Okay, EV1 gloves look good, no change, dry hub.
We copy over center for the lever, Peggy. You can give me a glove inspection and hub check.
Gonna get it over center. Find up. 13. Chained on half 4 gloves.
I'm gonna roll over to touch.
Okay, got it. Over center.
Good job.
That's affirmative. We copy over center for the lever, Peggy. You can give me a glove inspection and hub check. Nickel hydrogen battery in slot 4.
Chained on half 4 gloves. Changed my local, so I'm kind of in between the two.
I'm gonna roll over to Foxtrot, or Kilo Star.
While you're doing that, make sure that you're in. That's affirmative, Shane.
I was holding on to it while I was doing it. Thanks, Lucas.
The electrical systems officer here in Mission Control will now check out the health status of the first of the 3 lithium-ion batteries now that the data link cable has been hooked up between the adapter plate and that new battery.
Alright, I have a red on battery 4. It's got slack locked out.
Shane, when you're in a good position, can you report the serial number on the nickel hydrogen battery?
Alright, just a second. 0039.
Copy, that's what we were expecting. And you can attach the red to the battery and lock out the red, leaving some slack.
Good, that's complete.
And Peggy, you can pass your BGT with the 6-inch socket to EV1.
Okay, got it.
Got it. Okay, look, I have it.
The BGT setting is Alpha 7 counter 2.
Alpha 7 counter 2 set.
You will go with the socket tape line flush to H2 scoop.
Okay, that's complete.
Okay, you can release the battery. We expect 19 turns, and let us know the status indicator.
Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours and 5 minutes into today's spacewalk. Shane Kimbrough, as you can see from the helmet camera view, from his helmet camera, is now working to release bolts on one of the old nickel hydrogen batteries in slot 4, as it is known, in the middle row of the integrated electronics assembly on the 3A channel side of the power system at the base of the S4 truss.
18 turns, status indicator indicates unlocked.
Copy, 18 turns and unlocked. And FYI, you are 30.
I'm gonna do one more.
Copy. You are.
He is now working to release the bolts for one of the old nickel hydrogen batteries that will be moved on top of the newly installed adapter plate. This is one of the old nickel hydrogen batteries that will remain in a dormant state on the International Space Station. No room for it on the external pallet that will return 9 out of 12 old nickel hydrogen batteries. In the meantime, the electrical systems officer reports that we have good power and good data flowing into the new lithium ion battery that was installed robotically a few days ago. That data cable hooked up just a few moments ago by Peggy Whitson. And again, that lithium ion battery is up and running in great shape.
We suggest at this point to perform a red swap, and then you can transfer the battery to EV2 when she's ready. And Shane, for you, the next roll of the APFI is going to be to Foxtrot, basically in slot 6 in front of AP Alpha.
Okay, thanks, Lucas.
Once again, to bring you up to date on activities associated with today's spacewalk, you're looking at a view of Shane Kimbrough wearing the suit bearing the red stripes. On the right side of your screen, Peggy Whitson on the left. They are working in tandem at the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the S4 trusses solar arrays, having already moved one of 3 adapter plates and bolted it into place in an available slot on the integrated electronics assembly. Whitson hooked up a data and electrical cable between that newly installed adapter plate to one of the new lithium-ion batteries previously moved robotically into place in its slot on the integrated electronics assembly. And the electrical systems officer here reports that lithium-ion battery is up and running, and in the early stages of its checkout appears to be in great shape. Kimbrough currently working now to release the bolts on an old nickel hydrogen battery in an adjacent slot that will be moved on top of the adapter plate that was just installed.
True like that there.
This is essentially a nickel hydrogen battery from slot 4 being moved over to the newly installed adapter plate in slot 6, an adjacent slot on the integrated electronics assembly.
Your adapter plate just a little more behind you? That's kind of to your depth.
Let's see it.
Push it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, now let me see if I can get the corner over you.
The International Space Station flying 250 miles above the Earth, moving from northwest to southeast, splitting the uprights between the continents of South America and Africa.
We're going to tether swap back, or?
I don't think we need to, but we can if we have to.
Okay, let me get in here. Okay, that looks good. Then you're going to bring this.
Yeah, I think we're good with
As Whitson and Kimbrough work to maneuver the old nickel-hydrogen battery into place on top of the newly installed adapter plate in the integrated electronics assembly, the lead spacewalk officer here in Mission Control, Keith Johnson, informed Flight Director Judd Freeling that we're running about 30 minutes ahead of the timeline.
Your line is flush.
Okay, Shane, I hear that the tape line is flush to H2 scoop, and PGT settings are the same, Alpha 7 clockwise too.
Alpha 7 clockwise 2 set. The tape line is flush.
Copy, we install H2 with 16 to 17 turns to torque.
Yeah, that's worked out after about 6 turns, so I don't think that's right. Do you feel like it's in there at all, or is it still moving around?
I'm sorry, I wasn't watching this.
There we go. Our loop at 9.2 on the torque. 16.4 turns, green light.
Copy, can you check the status indicator?
Let's see. Status indicator is locked. See if that...
Copy, thank you.
Yeah, I can't tell from here.
You can go on to H1 and again confirm that the socket tape line is flush.
Okay, good work.
Tape line is flush.
Concur driving. Alright, 4.4 on the turn, 9.2 on the torque, green light.
Copy, and you can check the status indicator again.
Yeah, the PCC.
status indicator. Hold on. Let's see. Looks different. Maybe it's different on the other side. So there's a white line on the bottom. Thinking it's, I don't know. That one I can't tell. This one's very clear with black background with a white line. Is that big? I don't know what that's telling me.
And Shane, that's okay. It's a different kind of status indicator.
Yeah, I don't.
Not definitive to me on that one. You guys see that in my helmet cam, Luca?
We are trying.
Okay, let me slide away so you can get camera over it.
And Shane, because of your words on with the turns and the torque and the green light, we are happy with that. So you can transfer the PGT to EV2, have it stored on a PGT, release the red from the battery, and go back to kilo on the empty slot 4.
Okay. And we're, I got your red whenever you want it.
You can... There you go.
Thanks. I'll head back towards the kilo.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours 18 minutes into today's spacewalk. One of the old nickel hydrogen batteries in the integrated electronics assembly for the 3A channel of the station's power system has been bolted on top of a newly installed adapter plate. It will remain on the International Space Station. It will not be returned on the HTV for disposal to burn up with the HTV over the Pacific Ocean. 9 of the 12 old nickel hydrogen batteries will be returned on the HTV to burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. 3 will remain on the International Space Station because of a lack of room on the external pallet to accommodate all 12 coming home. So 1/3 done on all the tasks associated with this spacewalk. Next up will be the removal of another adapter plate on external pallet slot Bravo that will be moved into slot number 4 on the integrated electronics assembly that was just vacated with the movement of this old nickel hydrogen battery onto the first of the adapter plates that are being transferred over to the IEA.
Didn't see that. I'm on the roll, right?
Yeah. See your feet. Yes, you're on the roll.
See no on the move. Just pop out. Let's check it out.
Peggy from Houston. We think that there was an involuntary bump on the Aegis strut cover, and if you could go back and put it back in place. And the Aegis strut is to your left.
So there's a cover here. Right here. Oh, it's supposed to go all the way over the cup cone section.
That is what you're, that's what you're looking at, and put it back on the cover.
I'm rolled over here to Kilo.
Copy, Shane. At this point, we will prepare for AP Bravo install. Make sure that the egress setting is stowed once you're fully in, and check that tethers are clear. Also, inspect the IA, both interfaces and the blind mate connectors for FOD. And once you're ready for that, with those checks, you can soft dock AP Bravo.
Okay, looking on the IEA side now, I don't see any thigh. Everything looks good, clean. On the AP side, the blind mate connectors look good, nice and clean.
Copy all. You'll go to soft dock AP Bravo and make sure to lock out your red television flag.
Okay, the red is locked out with slack.
And guys, we have 1 minute until handover. Peggy, if I don't know if you have the IA PGT with you right now. Actually, I can see now in your camera. So once your guys are ready, you can transfer that to EV1.
H2 outboard.
Aumentata non è quella straniera, ma quella italiana.
That's affirmative.
It feels like the other one is kind of solid in the middle, but wildly on the sides.
Lavoro. C'è una scarsità lavorativa che fa davvero paura, fa impressione.
10 seconds to handover. I'll catch you on the other side.
Okay, copy, Lucas.
Likewise to Alpha 7 is set.
La Caritas non è questo, perché la Caritas ha un compito squisitamente pedagogico, però di fronte a quelli che sono i bisogni, non si può
Give us feedback.
Okay, one line flush. Yeah.
Correct for the install?
Yeah.
Okay, Shane, back with you.
a cercare lavoro.
That one line is flush on
Co-
22, is that correct?
Cosa che è riuscita.
That's correct, 5 turns.
Not moving.
Oh, no, we're not moving yet. That is correct. Thanks for that feedback, Peggy. Let's soft dock it again.
Cosa che è riuscita.
Hold the P2 if you need me to. Got it. Further away than the last one. Again, the thin side is, yeah, that's H1 side C. Further, H2, yeah. So it needs to come out.
It's not quite like that. It's going to be a little long. I think it's not like that.
In modo tale che questi ragazzi lì poi non sono soli, ma c'è comunque una figura che li accompagna.
How about up here on the connectors? Can you see the line up with that?
In general, I can, but you're like 4 or 5 inches away from it, so it's hard to tell. Okay. So, but you're on the scoop pin that's there. It's, actually go towards your feet a little bit more. I think you got it now.
It feels high up here.
Yeah. It's,
Parlando il tedesco.
on your left.
Yeah, we're hitting over here.
Yeah.
These are lined up on your side. I don't know how that could be off.
Middle drive, and looks like it's on. I can see it on the cup. You know, the cup on the pins on the outboard side. Yeah, the outboard side looks like it's on. See if it'll straighten as you drive. Okay, 1 line flush.
Sure. Driving.
And it's moving.
Great.
Good work, guys. We're looking for 16 to 17 turns to torque.
Good.
10 turns. Torqued out there. 9.2 on the torque. 16 turns, green light.
Copy those numbers. That's perfect. With the same PGT settings, Alpha 7, clockwise 2, we are now going to H1, and you will confirm 2 lines and 1 flush.
Lines, 1 push for H1.
You will, yeah, 4 to 4.5 turns to
Utili di vita, e visto praticamente la popolazione povera che sta aumentando e una patologia in incremento, e una delle complicanze più temute, più diffuse del diabete, oltre a quelle diciamo metaboliche, è proprio il piede diabetico. A Napoli, in Campania e fuori
Keep going. Want to do torque it again for green light?
and we're checking the Shane. Shane, we would like you to try one more time for a green light.
Okay, just minute torque with the green light.
Copy, thank you, that's perfect. You can transfer the PGT to EV2 and stay back at Crudoback number 1.
Persone indigenti.
Alright, Peggy's got it. I'm going to release my reds.
After that, you will,
AP Bravo.
after that you release the TA clamps, and we'll go through the same choreography of AP Alpha, where you will demate the AP connector, pass it to EV2, and we'll have Peggy remove the connector cap from the lithium-ion battery.
That's complete. 16, 05. Good ear, my man.
Dall'altra parte questa struttura che ha avuto alterne vicende. Pubblica, dall'altra parte questa struttura che ha avuto alterne vicende. All'inizio, dall'altra parte questa struttura che ha avuto alterne vicende. Alterne vicende.
Alright, looks good on the AP side. It tends both eyes.
All'inizio, nella principalità dell'allora,
Copy that. And Peggy, you have to read a caution if you require to twist the cable
dall'oggi al domani per strada davanti
radius less
a uno sfratto esecutivo. Il problema della esigenza abitativa nasce anche qui nell'agro nocerino sarnese, in un complesso abbastanza difficile socialmente parlando, di 285.000 abitanti, dove il lavoro è sempre di più una chimera e venendo a mancare il lavoro il più delle volte famiglie si ritrovano davvero per strada.
La mia storia che io perdendo il lavoro non avevo avuto lo sfratto della casa e mi sono trovato in una macchina. Grazie a questa struttura, al sindaco, alla Caritas che il Signore mi ha messo davanti, direttore, vice direttore, non Alessandro, non Gaetano, a Valerio, a questi ragazzi che prestano servizio, che sono sempre pronti a regalarci un sorriso, ci spronano sempre, non ad abbatterci, a reagire. Grazie a loro io almeno ho una casa adesso, altrimenti sono in una macchina. Io spero di trovare un lavoro al più presto, perché comunque devo acquistare la mia dignità, di ritornare a Pagani con la testa alzata, perché quando si vive una situazione del genere non è per niente semplice ed è brutto, brutto veramente, perché si perde la dignità, si perde tutto. Mentre avevo una casa, avevo tutto, adesso non ho più niente.
Nel suo ambito naturale, quindi socialmente cercare di riprendersi da questo momento di crisi che si è vissuto, soprattutto per il lavoro, per difficoltà di poter pagare un pigione e tante altre motivazioni ancora.
At this point, we will retrieve the scoops from battery 4 and install them on battery 2.
Good call. I forgot about those guys. If you look at my gloves, no change. No change.
Thank you, Shane. At this point, for you, we will roll the relocate the APFR to S4 with 1414, and it's going to be a clocking of 1. Peggy, if you think that this is a good moment for you to try and drive H1 on the battery on slot 1, let me know.
Yeah, I will when I get over there.
We copy that, Peggy. Thanks.
This is Mission Control Houston. Good news continuing to flow into the Mission Control room here in Houston. 2 hours, 37 minutes into today's spacewalk. The second of the adapter plates has now been installed and bolted into place in slot 4 of the integrated electronics assembly. Its data link cable has been hooked up to the second of the adjacent lithium-ion batteries, the new batteries, and it is alive and well according to the electrical systems officer here in Mission Control. So 2 out of the 3 adapter plates now installed, and 2 of the lithium-ion batteries that were moved robotically a few days ago into their appropriate slots in the 3A channel integrated electronics assembly are verified to be up and running and in good shape as the electrical systems officer begins a more extensive checkout of the intricacies of its internal systems. The next step will be the movement of the second nickel-hydrogen battery, an old battery that will remain on the International Space Station, from its slot to the newly installed adapter plate in slot 4. Here in the flight control room, the spacewalk officer Keith Johnson is telling Flight Director Judd Freeling that we are running about an hour ahead of the timeline.
Yeah, that's the scoop.
And AV1 and AV2, we are back with you.
All right, Luca, I'm in WIP 14, clocking up 1, good full test, good twist test.
Thank you, Shane. Romeo, Kilo 12.
Good. I think things have gotten a little out of position, so I'm going to fix that for Kilo 12.
Peggy, I see you translating. I assume that you have the scoops on you.
10 minori stranieri non accompagnati.
Romeo, Kilo 12, Luca.
Copy, you'll go to ingress the APF file. Once you've done that, you will store the ingress aid and report the nickel hydrogen serial number.
All'interno di questo
Let me know if you're going to install the scoops first. H1.
intorno alla struttura stessa, perché la struttura che accoglie i minori è nata vicino l'oratorio parrocchiale.
I'm going to go for scoops, and I would take reminders. I think I know, but I will.
Assunti, ci sono altri volontari che circolano intorno alla struttura stessa, perché la struttura che accoglie i minori è nata vicino l'oratorio parrocchiale.
Whitson and Kimbrough working in concert with one another. Now in the process of relocating.
All'interno dell'oratorio sappiamo benissimo che ci sono dei volontari, contentissimi loro
most recently installed adapter plate Bravo, again another old battery that will remain,
di contribuire a questo progetto e di accogliere anche questi ragazzi e giovani. Allora,
Right behind your pegs.
Okay.
Questo è un po' la giornata tipo. L'aspetto
Yeah, it took me a little while too. Just gotta be, no side loading and
Yeah.
stuff. Not easy.
e non si sentono affatto esclusi. Costa d'Avorio. Ecco, ognuno di loro porta un bagaglio culturale diverso dall'altro. Si cerca, ecco, innanzitutto di propria famiglia di origine.
Check it out if you want. Yeah.
Noi in realtà abbiamo minori ora dai 15 ai 18 anni e noi cerchiamo di Due volte alla settimana loro giocano a calcio, cioè fanno dei veri e propri allenamenti e partite di calcio e
What do you want me to do? Hold it, maybe? We can pull it off again. I'll kind of look at something capture now, right?
But we're at the wrong angle. It's got to be straight native.
This one straight. Okay.
You can capture.
Se può fare qualche prova audio?
Sì, pronto?
There we go. Thank you.
This is Mission Control Houston once again at the 2-hour, 48-minute mark into today's spacewalk. The crew running well ahead of its timeline, already having relocated 2 adapter plates from a external pallet carrier brought up on the International Space Station's HTV Japanese cargo craft. Those adapter plates were moved into the appropriate slots on the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the S4 truss of the station. The first of 2 nickel hydrogen batteries, old batteries no longer needed for use for the station's power supply. The first of those 2 nickel hydrogen batteries have been relocated from the integrated electronics assembly, one slot to another. It will remain on the station dormant and inactive. The second of the 2 old nickel hydrogen batteries in the process of being moved over to be mounted onto the second of the 2 adapter plates already relocated. A third adapter plate will be moved into an empty slot on the integrated electronics assembly, and 2 out of the 3 lithium-ion batteries, brand new batteries, brought up on the HTV cargo ship and installed in the integrated electronics assembly pallet. The first 2 lithium-ion batteries have already been reported by the electrical systems officer here in Mission Control to be up and running and in excellent shape.
Okay, got it.
Nice work.
Not really.
That's just tough.
And we'll check about pulling it just a little bit up. I was trying to get too close, I think. Okay. All right. Now need my PGT. Are you in ATFR yet?
No, I gotta wait till you get out of the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No worries.
All right. And I'm going to go get in a position for the handoff.
Okay.
I think I want to be on this.
Yeah, man. Ingress is tucked in.
Serial number on the back on the battery.
042.
Copy, that's perfect. And Shane, whenever you're ready, you can red the battery, blocking out the red and leaving some slack.
Okay, in work. get in position here.
Okay.
Here we go. See that?
I'm out of position now. You got me.
So, it's the cow again for some reason. There's a lot of people leave the cow.
You got a good cow, huh?
Yeah. That's enough. Counter 2. Alright, I see it flush.
That's flush.
Okay, I heard that the check is complete. You will release battery H2, expecting 19 turns.
There's 10 turns.
And also check the status indicator to unlock.
Moving. Alright, 6.3 with the low torque message. And status indicator is unlock.
Copy checks. You can transfer PGT back to Peggy, and Peggy will also position yourself to receive the battery.
Okay.
Copy that.
I think if I get down here, can you continue? Okay, and you're going to hand me the H, I believe?
This is Mission Control Houston, continuing to watch the work of Shane Kimbrough and Peggy Whitson at the starboard fore truss of the International Space Station as they are working to reconfigure the position of adapter plates and old nickel hydrogen batteries into the appropriate slots in the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the solar arrays for the starboard fore truss segment.
I gotta move the AP.
The crew is in the process of relocating one of the old nickel hydrogen batteries from one slot to another on top of a newly installed adapter plate. That will free up a slot for the installation of a third and final adapter plate to complete the 3 alpha power channel reconfiguration that now has seen 3 new lithium-ion batteries installed in their slots in the integrated electronics assembly, 2 of them already checked out and deemed to be in great shape. The third of these 3 new lithium-ion batteries will be checked out once the third in the series of adapter plates is installed in an adjacent slot to that new battery, and a data and power cable is hooked up to the new lithium-ion battery. The crew continues to run well ahead of its timeline, some 55 minutes to an hour ahead of the published timeline. This raises the prospect that we may be able to get to some of the get-ahead tasks in the job jar for Kimbrough and Whitson on this, the 196th spacewalk in support of space station assembly and maintenance, the 3rd in Kimbrough's career, the 7th for Peggy Whitson.
Shane, we are relocating to WIF 10, and the settings are exactly the same. It's going to be clocking of 1, Romeo Kilo 12.
Copy that. Being set up now. I got a red on it, and I'll get it released and move to WIF 10. for the delay, Peg.
No, no problem. And then, I don't know if I need to move for you to ingress.
Alright, it's just not coming out. The dial's sticking. Kind of in between a lock and unlock.
Okay.
Here we go.
Excellent.
Alright, going for 1 o'clock.
As we pass the 3-hour mark into today's spacewalk by Kimbrough and Whitson, the International Space Station flying from southwest and northeast over the Pacific Ocean. At an altitude of 250 miles, the spacewalk is proceeding well ahead of schedule, with the crew working on the transfer of a second old nickel hydrogen battery onto an adapter plate in the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the starboard fore truss of the space station. 1 week from today, Kimbrough will venture back outside the International Space Station's Quest airlock along with Thomas Pesquet of the European Space Agency to replicate this work, but on the other side of the integrated electronics assembly on the 1A power channel side. This will be preceded, starting on Sunday, by another round of complex and intricate robotics work by robotic ground controllers as they use the Canadian-built Dexter special purpose dexterous manipulator to move nickel hydrogen, adapter plates, and new lithium-ion batteries back and forth into the appropriate slots, essentially duplicating the work that was done between New Year's Eve and January 3rd.
And one more word for you. Once you are comfortable on the APFR and ready, if you don't mind punching again the WBS button, because it must have been bumped off during the motion.
Okay, will do. Looks like it's lined up where it's supposed to be, Peggy.
Okay.
Up here.
Peggy, while you're at it, if you can give us a good verification that AP Bravo is clear of tether, FOD, and the AP cable is also out of the way.
Well, let me look at the bottom. Sorry. Okay, the cable's out of the way. There's no FOD.
off, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's do it. I'll try here and then I'll have more control. So my red is on, and I got it locked down with slack. This is off, I see that. Actually, it was holding up a little bit, so that makes it a little more free. Alright, let's get this thing lined up, Peggy.
So toward your feet a little bit more. I gotta get down a little more.
Alright, that's looking better. See up there?
Quite see the business time to tell really on there. Okay. Dave, just go to your right just a little bit.
To my right. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. On the pin.
It doesn't feel like it. Alright, so that's, I think that's it. I need to go down more.
That's it, I think.
Okay.
Looks right.
Soft up, I guess. I don't remember on this one.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it is anyway. Alright, we're gonna go clockwise to off to 7, clockwise to H2.
Good words, you will confirm that the socket tape line is flush to the scoop.
Okay.
And we expect 16 to 17 turns to torque.
This is Mission Control Houston, 3 hours, 7 minutes into the spacewalk as Shane Kimbrough prepares to use his pistol grip tool, as you see there in this helmet camera view from the camera mounted on his helmet, as he bolts into place the second in the series of old nickel hydrogen batteries that will remain dormant on board the International Space Station. The 12 nickel hydrogen batteries that have been used to power the 1A and 3A power channels from the solar arrays on the S4 truss of the station. Those 12 nickel hydrogen batteries are being replaced by 6 new lithium-ion batteries and associated adapter plates. The adapter plates routing power to the new batteries once they are installed on the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the solar arrays. The external pallet that is affixed to an attachment bracket on the truss can only accommodate the return for disposal of 9 of those 12 nickel hydrogen batteries. There's just not enough room for all 12, so 3 will remain in slots in dormant, inactive status on the International Space Station, this being the second of those old nickel hydrogen batteries.
Yes, let's do that. Ready? Here we go.
Okay. On the pin in the front.
Okay. I see tape is flush.
Yes, I do too.
Drive.
Not moving.
I feel like it's in.
Not moving.
Yeah, I can drive. You want to drive again?
Drive again.
Yeah, here we go.
For horizontal.
Driving.
Moving.
Great. Nice job.
A little harder when it's dark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can see the pin quite as easily.
And turns.
Almost there.
Alright. Point on the torque, 18.28 turns, green light.
Copy, Shane. If you can check also the status indicator to lock.
Can you,
Yeah, let me look.
like, it's right there. My lights are showing over there.
It's locked.
Alright, locked.
Copy. Thank you, guys.
Good deal.
Good work working that. We were listening and we didn't intervene because you guys seem to be working the problem. You can go on to H1 now. You can confirm the socket tape is line flush to H1, and we're going to look for 5 to 6 turns to torque, and also this time the status indicator to lock.
And work. Alright, 9.5 on the torque, 9.4 on the turns, green lights, and looking for the indicator. We have this back to you, Peggy.
Yeah. Go ahead and let go. I'm going to assist.
It's coming to you.
Yep.
Alright, let's check the status indicator is locked.
Copy, status indicator locked. At this point you can transfer the PGT back to EV2. Peggy, you can store the PGT on your swing arm. Shane, you can release the red from the battery, and we're going to relocate the APFR one more time.
Okay, red is released and APFR move is in work.
Peggy, once you have the PGT on the swing arm, you can start translating back to the EP.
Okay. And by the way, I stowed one scoop off of the H2.
Nice work.
I'm back on the crew lock bag adjustable. Crew lock bag 2 adjustable.
And you guys, you're 1 minute away from sunrise. Shane, for you, it's going to be clocking 01 one more time. Romeo, Romeo, Kilo 12.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock. Romeo, Romeo, Kilo 12 set. Good full test, good twist test, black on black.
Copy, those are good words. And whenever you're ready, you can follow EV2 to the EP. an AEP because only one bolt is engaged.
Any more copies?
2 copies.
Where are you, Peg?
I am back on phase 1 on heading towards the city park.
Okay, thanks. I'll start heading your way. I see the sun coming up. I'm sitting here at the base. Just let me know whenever you're ready for me.
I am ready for you. I'm in my spot. I will just be putting the local down.
3 hours, 19 minutes into today's spacewalk. A good view of our spacewalkers, Shane Kimbrough and Peggy Whitson. The second of the old nickel hydrogen batteries no longer to be used in the power systems of the International Space Station, replaced by new lithium-ion batteries. That second nickel hydrogen battery has now been bolted into place on one of the newly installed adapter plates in the integrated electronics assembly. The crew now will press ahead to relocate the third in the series of adapter plates into the newly vacated slot 2 on the integrated electronics assembly, and its data cable then will be hooked up to the third of the new lithium-ion batteries that were previously robotically moved into place and installed on the IEA between New Year's Eve and January 3rd. So We are nearing the end of the planned tasks for the spacewalk. The expectation is that the crew will be given the go-ahead to press ahead with some get-ahead work, assuming this third adapter plate is relocated with no extenuating circumstance.
Get out of the way.
For those who have been watching our spacewalk coverage on Facebook Live throughout the course of the morning, once the Facebook Live feed is over for the day, you can continue to follow the activities of Shane Kimbrough and Peggy Whitson outside of the International Space Station, either on NASA television or on the NASA website at www.nasa.gov.
Sounds right.
Shane and Peggy, we are back with you.
And I think I screwed up Luca and Chin to the wrong side. But I think we have a plan.
And we are happy with your plan, whatever it is. For Shane, do you have the Russian wrench with you?
I have it on the bolt right now. Can you pull on it, Shane?
Pull on what?
Pull on it to break the torque on H2.
Oh, sure. Yep.
I hold it. There we go.
Got
Okay.
it. Yep.
Okay. Got it. Now I need to do a little swap. So enjoy the view for a moment.
Okay. I will.
Houston.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we were, I think I lost a little bit track here. Can you confirm that you were able to confirm that H1 is completely released?
Yes, H1's released. We broke torque on H2, and now we're getting set up to drive H2.
Copy all. Thank you very much.
Three hours, 23 minutes into today's spacewalk. The International Space Station is flying 250 miles over North Dakota, moving from northwest to southeast on a track that will take the International Outpost directly over Minneapolis, Wisconsin, just north of Chicago, directly tracking over the heart of Ohio and West Virginia, and soon back out over the Atlantic Ocean. Shane Kimbrough at the top of your screen, clearly in view from the helmet camera from Peggy Whitson, as the crew works to remove the third adapter plate from the external pallet that transported three adapter plates and or six adapter plates and six nickel lithium-ion batteries, brand new lithium-ion batteries, to the International Space Station. 3 of those lithium-ion batteries have been installed in the 3A integrated electronics assembly. This is the third adapter plate that will join those 3 lithium-ion batteries. 3 more adapter plates and 3 more batteries are to be extracted and relocated robotically, and through the use of the next team of spacewalkers, Shane Kimbrough and Thomas Pesquet, 1 week from today.
Okay, so that's a little bit of a change of our plan just based on our position. Peggy's going to do that. So I'm going to drive the bolt. It's going to get released, and then I'll get it on my BRT and then do the ret just because the tether point's next to her.
We copy your plan, thank you.
Or if you want to hand me your ret, I can have yours.
Yeah, okay. So reach over there?
I think it will.
Hold on, I'll the other end of that.
Can you get that? Shane granted. Adaptive 8 Charlie.
Okay, I'm going to lock it out. Lock out. Sweat.
Okay. I think I may have gotten my PC feather in my face. There we go.
Good?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Okay. Alright, settings. Alpha 7. Counter 2.
And those are good settings, Shane. Those are correct. You installed the X-driver onto AP Charlie H2, confirming one line flush, and then we expect 19 turns to release.
Still on Clyde. There you go. Got it.
Alright, one line flush.
Confirmed.
Turning.
Again, this view from Shane Kimbrough's helmet camera as he works with a pistol grip tool to release the bolts holding the third in the series of adapter plates on the external pallet of the carrier that brought those plates and new lithium-ion batteries up to the International Space Station on the Japanese HTV cargo ship. This adapter plate will be moved over to the integrated electronics assembly to be installed in the final slot available in the 3A side of the integrated electronics assembly.
About 20 turns there, Luca.
Copy, 20 turns.
In position.
Hold down the AP while we release the DGT.
Yeah, I'll try.
Alright,
There we go.
Thanks. Give that to you.
Alright, I have it to C.
See here.
Peggy, whenever you're ready, you are go to remove the X-driver from the PGT and install it on the socket caddy, and then you will retrieve the socket, the 6-inch, and install it on the PGT.
Okay, copy.
Hey, can you just push it on right there?
Yeah.
Got it. It's kind of in a weird position.
Yeah. Get a handrail or hold it while you push on.
Okay. I'll get the red out of the way.
Clear.
Alright, we got it. Thank you. BRT and read it to AP Charlie. Luca.
I'm going to start working on the socket stuff again. I'm going to move. Yeah.
International Space Station passing over the Outer Banks of North Carolina as the final adapter plate has been removed from the external pallet, mounted to an attachment fixture. You can see the words HTV6 on the side of that carrier. This pallet will be housing 9 old nickel hydrogen batteries and will be reinserted into the side of the HTV cargo ship for disposal and to be burned up in the Earth's atmosphere once the HTV is deorbited in early February.
What we need to do is make sure that the rat is unlocked while it's on the AP.
It's locked or unlocked?
We would like it unlocked.
We've got it positioned here and I'll check it. Alright, Peggy, I'm off.
Okay. Full test on the 9-inch X, back on the socket caddy, working the 6-inch.
Copy, Peggy, thanks.
Full test on the 6-inch, back on the PTC.
Copy, Peggy. Whenever you're ready, you are go to perform a clock back inventory.
Okay, stand by while I work some tethers.
with the APFR, I can just get in, right?
That's affirmative. You can ingress. Make sure that the ingress aid is stowed once you're in, and also check that the terrestre are clear.
As the station flies just to the east of the Greater Antilles from northwest to southeast, Shane Kimbrough is now back at the integrated electronics assembly at the base of the S4 starboard 4 truss solar arrays, where he and Peggy Whitson now will work for the next few minutes in installing the third and final adapter plate into its appropriate slot in the integrated electronics assembly. This slot will remain empty. Nothing will be mounted on top of this slot, just vacated by the movement of the second of the nickel hydrogen batteries that will remain on the International Space Station from one slot to another. Once this adapter plate is installed and bolted into place, its data and power cable will be hooked up to the third of the new lithium-ion batteries, and electrical systems officers here in Mission Control will check out its health. The other two lithium-ion batteries are already hooked up to adapter plate cables and are operating in great shape.
And Shane, I'm looking for some checks here. Make sure that the ingress aid is stowed once again. Then there are no tethers in front of you, and please inspect the IA for both interfaces and blind mate connectors for FOD.
Okay, look it up some work. IA side, it's nice and clean. No FOD. If I could Peggy to help me on that, I'll try to flip this thing around.
Okay, stand by. It is your way.
Other side looks clear to me, and I'll just leave it for Peggy to look at as well, Luca.
Copy, thanks, Shane.
For the wait, Shane.
Oh, no worries. Get that inventory done, that was great. Everything reconfigured.
And Shane Kimbrough awaits Peggy Whitson, who will join him at the integrated electronics assembly. This view of Whitson in her 7th spacewalk, tying the record currently held by Sunny Williams for most spacewalks ever by a woman. Peggy Whitson's first spacewalk coming 14.5 years ago in a Russian Orlan spacesuit as part of the Expedition 5 crew, joining Valery Korzun in August of 2002 to install debris shields on the Zvezda service module.
And Peggy, once you get to the IEA, it's up to you if you feel like you need to temp start a callback number 2.
Okay, I think for the time being, let's just go with it. I'm
very well, I'll be back because you're going to be driving that boat, right?
Yeah, but I'll do it before we do that. That way you can get your stuff going here.
All right.
Okay, so...
Just take a look, Peg, on this side, see if you see anything.
It looks clean.
Okay.
Hai bisogno di un sito web? Perché non lo crei da solo? Con Wix puoi creare il tuo sito web professionale.
Hello everyone, my name is Hiteshi Garg, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create animations using a sprite sheet. Imagine you have to create a running character or maybe a flying bird. How would you do that? You have to grab different images for different states and then you animate it. It's a time-consuming process. And again, it's not optimized for web. But using sprite sheet, you can create an animation which is optimized and easy to create using Adobe Animate CC. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a new project and I'm going to import this sprite sheet.
International Space Station flying up. The third in the series of adapter.
G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and this video is intended to be a one-stop shop ultimate guide to Adobe Animate CC, formerly Adobe Flash. Now that being said, it should also
be hooked up to the third in the series of new lithium-ion batteries.
You guys see? Peggy. Alright, I see it sets. I'll go ST.
We're going for H2 first. You will confirm one line flash and then we are driving 16, 17 turns to torque.
Copy, Luca. Alright, one line flash. Confirmed. Driving. If you think it's going in, Peg, if you're doing it.
Not moving yet.
Yeah.
Well, now. Moving. Yep, that's good.
Thanks.
Good. Lining up with pins. H1 on battery 1 that we're interested in trying to get right here, right? So I'll DRT to position if that's the right one.
That's correct. It's going to be battery on slot 1.
Good look at 9.2, about 17 turns, green light.
No, you're fine, so no worries.
Copy, 19 turns, 9.2 green lights.
I'll need some help over here, Peg. I don't even think I can reach this.
Oh, okay.
Want to do yours first?
Because I have to probably ditch the crew outside to do that.
Okay. I don't think I can reach that. Can you get in a position to do it or not?
Yeah, I think I can. I'm going to have to move my local.
Once this third adapter plate is bolted into place on the integrated electronics assembly, Whitson and Kimbrough will translate to the outboard side of the integrated electronics assembly. That's the 1A power channel side that Kimbrough and Thomas Pesquet will be working on a week from today to loosen the bolts on a middle row nickel hydrogen battery, the third in the series of batteries that will remain on the International Space Station. just to get ahead a bit before it is removed in earnest 1 week from today.
It's not pressed down all the way.
Yeah.
Right. And there's clearance, right? If we go that angle.
Can you hold PCT and I'll check clearance?
Okay.
That angle's good.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna need to get down here. Stop it now. Okay.
Now let's go on to, where's this cable get, we're not connected today? Or are we?
No, we should be connected. It should be 2 lines, right? Or 1 line flush, right?
1 line. Okay, on H1, what is it again?
Okay, we need 2 lines and only 1 flush. So I think you guys are good, and if you feel that it's okay, excellent. You can drive 4 to 4.5 turns to torque, and again it's alpha 7 clockwise too.
Okay, Freddie's doing it.
4. There goes.
Great.
Yeah. Now we got 9.4 actual. Nice.
And so you're going to hit that connector, I guess. Where's that routing to? This guy? That's an old one.
This guy's new.
Right here?
Yeah.
It's going to come around this way? Like if you release that?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so do you need this PGT or you need the other one?
I'm going to need the one on me to do the other one, but let's go ahead and get this guy routed. They can figure out.
Alright, so you're going to slip this guy back to the back.
Yeah, yep.
It's connected there.
That's connected.
Okay, what's next? We got the T-clamps.
It's affirmative, Shane. One thing I didn't copy was the number of turns on the last H1.
4.5.
Copy 4.5. Thank you, Shane. Once you restore the PGT back at the crude bag number 1, we're gonna go through the sequence of releasing the TA clamps and the demediating connectors, and for EV2 remove the connector from the adjacent lithium-ion battery and then transfer the connection.
Okay, we're ready. TA clamps are released.
3 hours and 49 minutes into today's spacewalk, the third and final adapter plate from the external pallet. This was removed from slot C on the external pallet and now is firmly bolted into place on the integrated electronics assembly. All 3 adapter plates now firmly in place, and soon Peggy Whitson will mate the cable from this third and final adapter plate to the adjacent lithium-ion battery, one of the 3 new batteries in place in the electronics assembly for the 3A power channel on the station, and will stand by for the electrical systems officer here in Mission Control to verify that we have a 3rd battery up and running in good shape.
All right, I got it. Great.
All right. As soon as I get this off, then hand this guy to you. turn around and look at it. Looks good, clean, no fog.
Okay.
Can I erase it from me?
Copy all. Thank you, Peggy.
Peggy Whitson displaying the power and data cable from the third and final adapter plate to be installed on this spacewalk.
That's right. It's down in here deep enough to get the cap on. Acres challenge.
All the way down here.
The other 3 adapter plates will be installed during the second spacewalk in the series by Kimbrough and Thomas Pesquet 1 week from today.
Next watches on the right here, I can go through and manually change all of the colors of these tag swatches, and it will change throughout the entirety of the animation. So let's make his skin nice and pale. We can make his eyes a little darker. We can change his hair color to be something ridiculous like blue if we want to, and change his clothes to a little bit more of a
Thank you.
And we are still about an hour ahead. And for EV1, the Maddox is still at 7 hours.
and it was as easy as that.
Parmitano,
So exporting high-resolution, high-quality videos using Animate CC is easier than it's ever been before, and the process is the same with much more complex scenes. So this is another animation that I've been working on in Adobe Animate CC, and as you can see, I use graphic symbols and movie clip symbols interchangeably, and it all looks a lot more complicated, but in using the same video rendering setup that I simply demonstrated before, you can create full, high quality, high definition, scaled up resolution videos using Animate CC. So I'll have this looping for a bit just to show you the diversity of the animation that you can sort of produce using Animate CC. This is obviously much more complex visually than what
If it has two, that's okay. You still really just need to animate one, and that would be just as easy to do as if you have two visible. So we'll take that, we copied it. I'm going to go over to animate again. I'm actually going to create a second layer, okay, here. One layer is going to have my picture reference of the bird, and then the other is going to have my drawing. So I will call this, this one will actually be my, I'll call this graphic layer. And so I'll paste, I'll switch, so the graphic is underneath, and the bird will be where I draw my image. And so I'm just going to go ahead and paste and center just by right clicking on there in the stage, and now my image is here. So I'm going to take my free transform tool and select this image of the falcon.
Here where I can get this connector a little bit different orientation.
Copy all. Thank you, guys.
Not seeing the boxes
Sure, I can get in there and look.
to transform right now, so there we go. We're popping up. So just shrinking this smaller, so that it is about the right size for the trait that he is going to be flying into. So this looks about right. I think that's okay. So that being done, we'll lock that graphic layer, and now we're going to draw right on top of this bird, just as we had done with our Space Cat sketch. So tools we can either use are our pen tool or our brush tool. I'm going to go ahead and use the pen tool. It's just a personal preference of mine. So I'm going around and just going to make a couple zigzags back and forth, following the edge of the wing and going